going on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's Mystery Knife Giveaway live event. As the title suggests, we do have some awesome stuff to give away tonight, including, now that the stream is sponsored, now we have a midstream giveaway. Tonight's sponsored giveaway is the Crispy Donut Community. I believe this is the Hansen W XL Titanium and S90V. Not a cheap knife. What do these go for? Over 200, surely. This was donated for giveaway by Blade Binge. Obviously, it's a dark mode exclusive. That's tonight's sponsor, of course. Sorry, clear my throat here. If you're here, knives are your thing. If knives are your thing, you've got to join bladebinge.com. Links in the description. Bladebinge.com is where knife enthusiasts go to buy, sell, and trade on the secondary market, fully protected on every deal. No forms, no scams, no guesswork, just simple and safe transactions. It's safe transactions between knife lovers who are always on the hunt. Only interested in buying something new? Slide over to bladebingeshop.com. We're talking 5,000 plus new blades from all the top brands, plus their exclusive dark mode collab knives, as you saw here. That's one of them. Actually, a bunch of them down there. You can find it with the links in the description. You won't find anywhere else. These knives are super limited and sell out almost immediately. If you're in the need for good user, if you're in need of a good user for an excellent price, or you're searching for that next grail, check Blade Binge first. They truly are the knife enthusiast marketplace built by knife people for knife people. Hold on, I had sound effects prepared. Hold on. Well, that last one went on for a bit, didn't it? All right, anyways. It says bald eagle sound effect. In America, that's essentially the same thing. All right. Enough of that. Yeah, but seriously, Blade Binge, thank you for sponsoring the live stream. So we'll do that. We'll do that giveaway midstream. It's a red tail hawk. Is that what it sounds like? Beep! Beep, 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 beep! I don't know why anyone wouldn't want me to read their ads. You'd hire me? I'd hire me too. The nice thing about doing it live is there's no retake. Like, you just have to go with it. Whatever comes out, that's what comes out. I can't pronounce words. Yeah, no, I get so excited. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna read this part like weird, and then I forget what word I'm on, and then I have to go back, and then I forget what I was gonna do. When does the Excalibur full DLC come back? Looking to get one, and when are you adding the Koenig Arias to your collection? Koenig Arias, as soon as I find one I want. I spent a lot because I bought the Snafu and that Hinder back to back, and that cost me about $1,000. So let me recoup that a bit. Let me tell you this. I'm not going to give any additional details, but the next, I know I keep saying this, the next big Excalibur announcement is like officially very, very close. Like, I have something on the way, and I just need to take a quick gander at it before I make an announcement. So, it'll be here. I know, like, a month ago I said about a month, and like 2 months ago I said about a month. It really, the ball is moving now. So, it's coming. It's coming. Full DLC Excalibur. I'd imagine they'd have those pre-orders back in stock fairly soon, because I think what they're doing is trying to make smaller batches and opening the pre-order, delivering a smaller batch, and then opening it again. I think that's the plan, is so that we're not doing like a major, massive pre-order and then everybody having to wait 4 or 5 months. I think they're trying to do it in smaller batches now, which means shorter break times between as well. So I think that's smart. So I do. A lot of people have asked me about those TSA knives, and I would love to give them away, mainly because I don't want them. But they are also very, very good for content. The people on TikTok are like, man, if you sold those, like you could probably like charge like $5 or $6 a piece and make like you can make like $70. I'm always like, what? Like, man, it's not worth individually packaging these things up and paying for shipping to make like maybe, I mean, realistically, maybe $50. Like, no, some of those TikTok videos are getting hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views. One of the videos here on YouTube got 1 million views. I am not going to sell these things for no way. If I do anything, I'm going to give them away, but I need to bleach them all first because they've got, you know, tetanus and rabies and measles and I don't know, whatever, probably radiation, probably worse than the elephant's foot, the Chernobyl elephant's foot, probably about the same, if not worse than that. Full dress Damascene integral excals, just so that's not the announcement, but that is something that's going to happen. Thank you for that donation. Yeah, I had to start wearing the gauntlets for those. I think I am, as a joke, like moving forward, I am going to just go ahead and start wearing the gauntlets when I do those videos. Kevin Collins, welcome to the Nights Around. But also, like, my next box, I got a 25-pound box that I bought, and so this is going to be a regular series, the TSA stuff. In fact, you guys are going to get episode 4 of the first box tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So be looking forward to that if you enjoy the TSA crap. You got on that first Oops, I'm Live? Yeah, you saw straight up my nose. It's probably just me, like, breathing into the camera, looking straight down. I looked and I realized that it was backwards, and the camera was just right up my nose with me looking down at the camera, and I was like, oh my God. And then I panicked, tried to shut it off, missed, the thing toppled, and you saw the white curtains behind, like in the office down here. Got to 500 subs. Good for you. Good for you. Can I get those ass quad knives? Dude, those things, so those were not actually originally confiscated by TSA. That was part of the bunch that Nick Shabazz sent me as like a Nick Shabazz blessing, go ahead and do terrible knives, because he's super busy. And those are such a gold mine of content. Every time I show those things, people freak out. Love it, hate it, a little bit of both. It's one of the weirdest gas station knives I've ever seen. And they're amazing. And you can buy them. Like, they're super cheap. You can get on Amazon. It's like, somebody in here will be able to tell you exactly what they are. So I have the custom knife factory. As per usual, Hinder still, sends things out by carrier pigeon. Or he basically like duct tapes a package to the back of a tortoise and just aims it in the general direction of whatever state it's supposed to go to. So I'll have the Hinder knife on Monday. But the CKF got here real quick. And let me tell you, so I titled that unboxing Dream Knife, and that's not clickbait. This has been a dream knife of mine for a very long time. This is the Custom Knife Factory in Peter Rosenti Snafu 4 large. This is the large one in M398. These are hollow ground now, titanium integral, and I can't remember what they called this, carbon fiber forged something or other, I think. But yeah, this knife is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I think the D10 is improved. Obviously, fall shut. Flipper action is absolutely astounding. You can use the thumb stud. You can use the fuller. They were $590. Is that a fair price? No, it is not. I think that this is probably about a $500 knife maximum. But I don't care. CKF has a hold of me, and I love the way that their knives look, and I love their collaborations. They know good and well that people like me will overpay for stuff like this, and they got me. Ironically, they got me. This knife reviewer that's fully able to say, no, this is overpriced, and then still buy it because I'm a cave person. So if you bought yours, you probably love it, but you're probably also very aware that you overpaid for it. I think that is a bit above and beyond. Like, you're paying more for the M398. You're definitely paying more for the finish. CKF is a pretty special, like, I mean, they're, it's made in, like a lot of the machining is done in China, right? The finish work is awesome. You got Zorkatai pivot collars. It's a $500 knife. They charged you an extra $90 for it. You feeling lucky? Feeling lucky today? Good luck, everyone. Thank you very much, Caleb. If you want to, Konigarius Gen 4 with the milled tie, said blah, blah, did flat. Sell it to me for half price? Ah! I'm trying to... That's really tempting. Real tempting. I want the all silver. It's real tempting. That's a great deal, Thomas. I believe you. I'm trying to go for all silver. Is there a way to verify that you're entered? I mean, if you left your comment under the video. Hold on. Here, you know what? I'll look at your comment history, Mark. So the last 5 comments you made is there a way to verify I'm entered? And then right before that says, I think, ... Then right before that it says, I have entered, ! That one was very confident. So it sounds like that's the one that registered that maybe you entered. Right before that it says, have you reviewed the Awasi yet? And right before that it says, let's go. So if you left your comment as one of those, then that's it. Oh, check the details in the stream. It links to the comment video. Yeah. That's where you enter, but he's just wanting to make sure that he actually left it. When you go to that video, it should populate your comment right at the top for you. Oh, sorry about that. Totally involuntary. Definitely did not push that one out. You hope I hit 1 million sometime soon? I'll tell you what, honestly, by the grace of God, the channel slowed down. And I know, like, I love growth, but there was a period of time there where the channel felt like it was growing way too fast. I mean, there were a bunch of months in a row where the channel was getting 30, 40, 50, 60,000 a month. And I was like, whoa, like, this is great. But I'm trying to do, like, giveaways at certain intervals. And it finally, like, a lot of the shorts and the other, long form videos that were really going viral, like, they finally slowed down, and I got a chance to just, like, recoup and just do some regular content and stop worrying about major milestone giveaways. But now, like, some things have ramped back up. A combination of a few different YouTube shorts and some series, including the TSA stuff, for driving a lot of traffic. And so it is picking back up a little bit, back up to about 10,000 subs a month or so. The next big milestone is 750,000. We'll do a giveaway, not a massive one, but we will do a special giveaway at 750,000. And then obviously, since I gave away $10,000 worth of pocket knives at 500,000, I have to do something pretty special. I can't do 20,000, but I'll do more than $10,000 worth of knives at the 1 million event if we ever get there. So 400K to 600K was 10 minutes. Yeah. That was pretty quick. I've said this before, that video of the Reich cicada, that little short, that, if you haven't heard this is wild. That one short of the Reich cicada got 25 million views and caused 106,000 people to subscribe to this channel. One video, a single video, got a silver play button by itself. I had no idea. Like, I was like, look at this, it's pretty cool. It was the cicada and a bunch of other random knives in that one video. It's just me showing off random pocket knives. And for some reason, the algorithm just really liked that one. 1 year. Level on up. Congrats. It is insane. That's unbelievably rare. It's very unlikely that would ever happen again. That was a very weird event. Usually subscriber boosts or big booms like that are a combination of multiple videos. It's very rare for one video to do that. First super chat to get you To get on Jeff Vandermeulen's books. Okay, I've heard that before, Bradford, and you're right. Thanks for that donation. I appreciate that. Glad you have to watch an ad before the live stream because YouTube keeps changing their monetization policies. Basically, as soon as you monetize a video, which the live stream is monetized, they have the right to put an ad wherever they want. So apparently they started putting ads right at the beginning of the video. I don't manually place ads on live streams. Just so you guys know, I have the option to place an ad. Like I could put an ad in the middle of the live stream whenever I go to the bathroom. I don't do that. So you should never have to watch one during the stream. Lower left, black one with the blue inlays. That's the special Sakosha. Mirror DLC M398. So that's mirror black M398. It's got spit all over it. Everything I own I just spit on everything. Mirror DLC, and then it's got Zircotai for inlays. It's titanium. This is a very cool knife. Bit pricey that one. You enjoyed my presentation? Thank you, Robert Ruggles. Thank you very much. Oh, you want to see the one that transforms? This one also, I think 2 million on TikTok. I don't know why it didn't really take off on YouTube. Well, I mean, what are you going to do? But yeah, that got a couple million views on TikTok. That was quite popular. Totally useless, but ridiculously cool. Not a knife that you'll find on Temu. No, sir. You will not. Your knives, no need to drool on. I know, right? Yeah. TikTok has a huge Temu problem. They also have a huge knockoff problem. Like the vast majority of people there are being advertised stuff that is they're clones. They're really cheap clones, and they've infected that like shop market. And so like regular people are advertising this stuff because they get a kickback for it. So TikTok is just flooded with garbage. And because it's flooded with garbage, nobody there has any idea what they're looking at. So my content, I constantly get people like, upset that when they look it up, it's like multiple thousands of dollars because they're used to having crap jammed down their throat. And listen, there's nothing wrong. You can buy what's in your budget, but like they can't tell the difference. They have no idea what they're looking at because TikTok is a cesspool of cheap knockoffs. Hello, everybody. Thanks, MC, for talking to Migron. Order the ambidextrous titanium Moirl. You'll love that. Ben S., you'll absolutely love that. It's awesome. It's where is that? I've got that. No, it's in my size comparison pack. I keep it there because I figure at some point a bunch of people watching will own that knife. So it's probably a good idea that we just have that there. Temu stole Melissa Backwood's image for a knife on their site. That would piss me off. That would definitely, like, if I ever, I have issues with people stealing my my short form stuff, and I usually just send them a message like, please don't do this. Like, if you're gonna do it, just like, if it's my video, fine, use my video, but just say like, here's the source, right? I don't have a problem with that, but don't use my image to advertise something. If that were me, that would make me mad, because it's like you're acting like I endorse it, Obviously, Melissa's not going to endorse crap. I know it's not your jam, but have you tried the NAF's Fancy Boy Yipper? I have not. A lot of words that I enjoy there. That's fun to say. One of the best bar locks I've tried. High tension spring, so it feels like a D10, and closing is so smooth and fast. No, I've never tried that. I'll have to check it out. Thomas, been around for a long, long time. What's the knife below the 80-20? Oh, yeah. Okay, so this guy, I had a viewer send me a bunch of really cool Portolo stuff. So this is all on a note. This is the Portolo Orca. In-house design, and here's what's cool about this one. So number one, the finish is amazing. Like, look at that. That's beautiful. But also, look at the frame here. These dark pieces are their own pieces. And they actually sort of puzzle themselves into this second piece of the titanium frame. And then there's also a nested liner. That's pretty complicated. Portolo is really serious. And also, I think we should point out, this is M398. So I believe you can pick this up on their site. But like right now, Portolo is kind of like getting started and people are starting to figure out about them. Yeah, these are serious. Think about where we started. Think about where We Knives started and where they are today. Portolo is coming out of the gate with stuff that is miraculous. Like, that's the best way to put it. They're starting out superior in terms of manufacturing quality. It's insane. And I have to assume, I mean, again, like, look at this. This was Mundus Portolo. But, like, any company that can do this out of the gate, like, they're not joking around. Oops, I gotta put that back. Yeah, right there. It is really nice. It's really nice. They're not cheap, but for good reason. Like, if you handle them, you're like, okay, it's on a different level. Sorry, I'm trying to read this one. Got a Civivi Elementum, then a Mini Praxis, then a Spyderco Tenacious from a buddy. Just picked up the 8010 Tantos in the mail. Any other recommendations of Vision FG has my eyes? I mean, I have a lot of recommendations, but I'm struggling to find a theme with what you're after. Like, you've got a lot of different things there. But it seems like you enjoy about 50 to 150. Try the Kaiser Brat if you don't have an integral. I always recommend that to people. I think that's a great knife. And if you like cold steel, like the American Lawman's also really good. I mean, if you like the Kershaw stuff, I don't know, try a Kershaw US Auto. I always enjoy it. Like, if you don't mind spending $150, like the Launch 16 is really cool. There's a lot of different stuff there. And so go down my most recommended knives playlist and find something that you think looks cool. Everything in that playlist I'm going to recommend. Is that a new VECP? It's not a new one. I mean, it's a V3. Where is it? Yeah. This is my user. On washers. Yeah, the Buster FG. Just wait. It's the best time of the year to join live streams, like now through August or September, because this is like, I mean, like, your odds are the best. Did the orientation of the live stream seriously just flip over? Stupid thing. Idiot phone. Sorry. Anyways, population's generally lower, so your odds are much better. Like, peak population with these is usually about 11, 1,200 maybe. Whereas in the wintertime, it'll reach, 1,800, 2,000 people, so your odds are much better, for sure. Glock, thanks for the donation. Finally got a full track. Been looking for one of the last 5 years. Finally got one. Hasn't left my pocket for a week now. It's a bulky guy, isn't it? But it's cool, though. It's got that Hinderer essence, for sure. Knife Center has 80/20s in stock. Well, there you go, guys. Hop on it. So, tonight, I mean, here in just a bit, we're going to give away that first sponsored giveaway. But, like, all of the good stuff left in the pouches. We finally have an event where you guys did not immediately draw some of the best stuff that's in those pouches. We're getting down to the last bunch. So again, there's two winners for the mystery pouches tonight, and they get 2 each. So out of 8 knives, there's a pretty good chance somebody's going to get something awesome. What's the Timascus knife right under the word enter? Oh, so this is, I'm going to break some hearts here. This is a super custom. This is entirely handmade. So this is actually Daltanium, which is sole authorship. This is the Dalibor Bergam Unnamed, intentionally named the Unnamed. Not pending a name. I mean, like, that's actually the name of it. But this is a Daltanium, sole authorship. I think it's commercially pure, 2 grades of commercially pure titanium and zirconium made into an integral, which is insane. But wait, it's also sole authorship, hand ground, mirror polished Sanmai. About $6,500 there for this guy. So this is one of my crown jewels, a very special baby. Is a special boy, and he's a thickin'. He's a chunker. Oh, and it's running on phosphor bronze. I requested that. He said no problem. Why did it flip upside down? Because my stupid phone thought that the poles of the earth had shifted, so it changed, and I changed it back. Worth more than your old at Lexus. Dalibor Bergam knives tend to retain value. Yeah, people always tell me don't drop my knives. I've only done it once. The red smock, the M390 smock from DLT Trading got dropped. No, not dropped. I keep mixing that up. I flipped it angled down. I flipped another knife into that knife. That's what happened. But I've never actually dropped a knife on stream. Maybe a little bit, but they've always landed in a place that was safe. If I drop a knife tonight, I'm kind of screwed. Thoughts on the rare Koenig Xenon? The Koenig Xenon? I've never even heard of it. Thanks for your donation. I've never even heard of it. Yeah, no, I've never, as many live streams as I've done, I've never dropped a hyper expensive knife like onto. I'm pretty careful. I mean, you know, like I say that, and I'm gonna jinx myself. It'll happen eventually, and when it does, like, you just gotta be like, well, whoops. Buy gold? I don't know. I feel like we're partially invested in gold. I'd have to ask my wife. What's the messer on the top left corner? Oh, that's the one that's Sleipner. The one that has the belt buckle attachment. I don't own the belt buckle attachment, but here's something dangerous to do over. What are these worth? Does this make you guys nervous? Just added an XM18 and Eclipse, both non-flippers. Slight puckering. You got an XM18 and an Eclipse, both non-flippers. Very cool. Those are the best kinds. So that's the custom that I had Dion Nell make me. It's a Randall style, but fully handmade. Dion Nell, the Knife Whisperer. A crowd favorite. Completely and totally handmade. The most beautiful, in my opinion, the most beautiful dagger that has ever been. If you know that symbol. South African Custom Knife Makers Guild. This guy's a legend. Literally the Knife Whisperer. He had this in his catalog, but the handle had a palm swell, which functionally is superior if you're actually going to use this. And I said, can you delete that palm swell and just make it a straight handle? And he said, yeah, no problem. And so he did this, and it has a twin brother with red micarta that was sold at a show. So yeah, that's a fun one. And then Felicity McNamara, I believe is her name, did the sheath, which is leather and ray skin. So check her out, Felicity McNamara, on Instagram as well. I need the twin. I don't know who bought the twin. Somebody owns the red micarta twin. But he made that for me and then decided I'm going to make one more and take it to a show. Ray skin. Leather and ray skin. It's my understanding that they use rays that have become they've ceased to exist. They don't kill a ray for the sheath. They take one that have already died. I have no way to confirm whether or not that's the truth, but that's the information that I got. I agree. He says the most beautiful dagger you've ever seen. I saw that in his catalog. He said, look through my Instagram and tell me if anything catches your eye. And I found that dagger and I was like, oh my God. Like, absolutely beautiful. Like, just like the quintessential, like, when you think of a dagger, like, that's what I think of. And I was like, man, it's so beautiful. Gotta do it. Wicked Dream Designs, what's up? Hey, MC. Can I get a... I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. I'm doing a drop finally on the website for the Nefarious this coming Tuesday, May 6th. Ready to ship. Aloha. You guys need to check that out. So if you don't know who Wicked Dream is, click on that. But at Wicked Dream Design, I promise you, it'll be worth your time to go check out his website. He's doing a drop for the Nefarious. Very cool. Very cool. Check out his knives. A lot of you in here are a big fan of Wicked Dreams. Rock said Shin has ray inlays. I think a lot of Marfion Customs used to have ray inlays. I don't know how they stand up over time. Does anybody know? Does anybody have like a 20-year-old ray skin Marfion? They can tell me how they hold up. I found a Doc kill switch, a full titanium custom Marfion and a Strider Doc kill switch on Blade Binge today when I did the walkthrough for like $2,300, and I was like, oh my God, what an absolutely badass knife. I haven't seen one of those for sale in forever. You want to see the Black Star? Yeah, sure. There she is. The most ridiculously overpriced knife that I own. But hey, now I'm done. I never have to buy another stitch. I've never seen a manual stitch that I wanted more than this one. I have the one that I think is the best, so I'm good. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of blue tritium inserted into the titanium frame and the blade. The Bifrost, sure. Lesbar Aviator, the Aviator Bifrost, the most technical machine work I've ever seen. I'll give a close-up of this. So this right here is why you'll never see this knife on Temu, if you're new. This is why. Temu would just say, you know what, pass. Like, our guys aren't up to that task. You ain't gonna see this on Temu, sorry. Baka sent 5 Metal Complex memberships. I've never seen that person. Are you new? Welcome if you're new. A team of guys would cast it, probably. I mean, they can try. I mean, like, knife guys are going to know, but non-knife guys are not going to know. You know, that's the thing. it doesn't matter if there's like a cheap copy and like it appeals to a bunch of people who don't know better, fine. But the real knife guys, like you're not, it doesn't affect our market. like the real thing is the real thing. The buyers want the real thing. The buyers that will always be the real buyers, they only want the real thing. So the cheap imitations, just like in the past, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The people who want the cheap ones, fine. But especially the secondary market folks who are collectors, they don't want the clones. It doesn't matter. They're not interested in things that are duplicates or copies or imitations. They want the real thing. Is the Dalibor Unnamed the biggest knife on the table? No. No, the biggest knife on the table is the PMP Alpha Beast. That's one of 5 of the originals in Damasteel. This is serial number 2. I don't know who owns number 1. I think it's probably the owner of... well, I don't know. Actually, I think it might be PMP themselves. Here in about 10 minutes, we're going to do the drawing for the Blade Binge knife. So be ready. I don't own a Quiet Carry Drift. You guys keep telling me I should own. Oh yeah. So a while back somebody asked about the watch and I said I was gonna talk about it and then I forgot. So this is the Seiko King Sumo Night Vision Edition, I think is what they call it. It's black PVD. And then like these always look this color, but they obviously also glow. So this is I haven't worn this one in a while. But I thought, man, every now and then I just like a nice black watch. I don't know what these sell for now. I want to say when I bought mine, like the retail was $1,200, and I think I got this for $1,100. I don't know if they sell for more or less now. It's a nice looking watch. They did a good job with it, I think. My opinion on watches is just like knives. Nobody needs to own an expensive watch. Like, if it looks cool to you, like if you're big into watches and you're only gonna wear certain brands and you're not gonna wear anything on your wrist unless it's super fancy, fine. If you like $20 watches, fine. It doesn't matter as long as it makes you happy. You don't need multi-$1,000 pocket knives either. You just buy what you like. If you're a collector, buy the stuff that makes you happy. If you're a regular Joe, buy the stuff that makes you happy. It doesn't really matter. Daniel Lucero, thanks for your donation. There's a dot kill switch on E-knives right now. And can I please see the Eclipse bottom right for the Horde? Oh, for the Horde, sure. The Auto Eclipse that fires like a freaking rocket. This thing is powerful. I cannot stress that enough. It is so... Every time I fire it, I'm reminded like, man, this is... absolutely superior in firing power to the Auto XM18. It's crazy. And it's full titanium. How many, excuse me, how many full titanium autos do we see nowadays? Let alone one that's completely and totally made in the United States. It's a pricey knife for sure at $650, but it doesn't really have any competition. Like if you're looking for specifically those things, gotta be USA, gotta be titanium, and it's gotta fire hard. This is it. Like, that's it. You're just lucky it's made ridiculously well. And I think this one is S45. I'm really, really close to buying this knives. It's a loaner. I'm really close to just saying, just charge me for it. Buying an Eclipse Auto in a couple weeks, you won't be dissatisfied. You'll be very happy with that. I tried to put some pretty guys out here tonight. One of my buddies has a DLC XM18 Auto that he was gonna sell me, and like I was like, not right now, and I can't remember if he sold it or not. But every now and then Hinder does DLC autos or DLC in general. I have one right. Do I have my big guy out here? I don't. I have an XM24 that's in DLC. Yeah, if you're new or if you came from TikTok trying to figure out if my post was like legit, it is. I give away free knives. There's no catch. Right here. How to enter. There's a link in the description. Go to the description. Open it up. Right at the top, it should say enter here. There's a link right beside it. It's a link to YouTube. It's just an unlisted YouTube video. That way I can keep all the entry comments in one place. That's it. I get, if you're from TikTok, I get it. You're used to being tricked. It's not a trick. Social media is unfortunately headed in that direction. You're just going to have more and more and more deceptive content creators. So, in an ocean of garbage knife content that is TikTok, I'm trying to do fun and cool stuff. Like if I was introduced to the knife community via TikTok, I would be untrusting. Like, they have nothing but trash content there. That's all they have. It's 100% free to enter. There's no entry fee. It's not a raffle. I've been doing this for years. But also never admit you came here from TikTok. It's all right. You can admit, I mean, like, TikTok is a pretty dominant platform. The black one? Which black one? Dude, there's like 8 black knives on the table. Thank you for your donation, but which black one do you want? You got to give me a direction. Reaper Joe, is that true? I actually don't know. Added up, is that actually true? Over 50 grand? Maybe. I'm not really sure. I know we did 10 grand on one live stream, but I actually don't know if that's true, Reaper. It sounds cool. It sounds like a cool number. Free knives. I'm into that shady van. In an ocean of garbage, MC is the freshest of coleslaw. I am. You guys always have fun t-shirt ideas, and I never actually make a t-shirt store, but just a black t-shirt, lower case, you know, like Times New Roman font, and it says fresh, and then there's just like a PNG of like a wad of coleslaw. No bowl, just a wad of coleslaw. Shay, thanks for the donation, or the 5 memberships there. I appreciate that. It's a manual stitch. Yeah, this is a Marfion and Borka custom stitch. So these are ground by hand. Probably the frame cut by machine, but the blade is hand ground. Mirror DLC with the cracked ice finish, etc., etc. It's a $3,000 knife that costs $6,300. Or somewhere in there. I mean, like, realistically, that's what it is. The black Eclipse. Oh, it's not. Oh, okay, it's not an Eclipse. So people forget. This is actually a ZT. So, but this was back when ZT did factory custom. See this? Hinder design. Kai USA 0392 BWBRZ. But this is confusing because I've modified this knife. I've taken the bronze hardware off of it and put Hinder factory, like just stonewashed hardware in it, which fits because it is a Hinder knife. This was intentional to be modular. This was back in the day when you could get this knife from ZT for $390. Do you know what a sealed BWBRZ goes for on eBay? It's crazy. All of these 0392 knives that are hyper rare. Oh my god, this is a user. I picked it up from a guy. He said, "Oh, I put an edge on it." And he's like, "I'll sell it to you for $300." And I was like, "All right." So that knife cost me $300. I was happy to buy it. The black, well, yeah, I showed it. That's it right there. Daniel! Shut your stupid face! Daniel's been on the channel for a long, long time. He's glitching out. Yeah. He's got too many tabs open. How's truck life? I put 35-inch tires on it. I messed with the control arms on the front end. Don't worry, I got it aligned right afterwards. I raised it. I got the control arm so the front end's up. So I'm up. There's not a lift kit on it. It's 2 inches higher than it was. It's ridiculously aggressive. It's super nasty. Absolutely aggressive tread on those tires. The front end from flare to tread is 8.4 inches. The back end from flare to tread is 8.6 inches. So it looks like it's got a leveling kit on it, but the stance is so nasty. It just looks pissed off. Like, that's what I wanted. Black. Black. Whole thing's black. I can't remember. What's my truck? It's a 3/4 ton GMC. Turbo diesel. It's very, very aggressive. I can't remember the brand of tires. My brother runs the he runs the entirety of the parts department at the dealership that I used to work at, and so he always tells me when they're doing their biannual or their twice a year, however you say that, their tire sale, and I was like, I want some. He kept telling me, he said, your truck looks like it skipped leg day, and I was like, you're right, because the stock tires that come on those 3/4 tons are so little, and so I put some 35s on it. The first giveaway is actually going to happen around 800 people in here. It's exactly the population I was hoping for at the midway point. So it's time to give away. What is this knife worth? Can you guys help out the folks from TikTok tonight? We have the Crispy Donut community and Blade Binge Hansen WXL in S90V is going to be the first knife we're going to give away. Oh, it's not even 200. It's 189. That's a really good deal. This is a crazy good deal. So, no, come on. Give me the actual price of it. I know it's right around 200. Is it even less than that? Well, anyways, it's a super nice knife, and whoever gets it will be pumped. It's S90V. If you're from TikTok and you're like, what does that mean? S90V is a very, very good steel. I'm not peeing. I'm right here. Hold on. I'll do this real quick. I have the iPad tonight. Thank God. $275. I'll let you guys figure it out. It's a pretty good, it's a pretty decent chunk of change. Give me a sec. I'm pulling up Comment Picker. $229 on the website. Okay, so there you go. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. All right. So here we go for the Hansen. Let's refresh the page for everybody. Oops. Gosh darn it. Refresh. Let's scroll down. What the heck? Allow paste. Okay, so here it is. Right date, right link, and everything. You guys can check that if you want. Screenshot it or pause or whatever. Filter duplicate users is on. Let's see how many comments. There's 870 people in here right now, but some people will have left. So right around 800 to 900 comments is what we should expect. 943. There's a bunch of people, not too many people left. So the winner of that knife, and this is just the first giveaway, we're going to do more later. Let's play with knives. This is my PG comment. Easy logo to find there. Let's play with knives. Make yourself known. This is who we're looking for. In chat, make yourself known. Hold on. He's got 2 minutes or we go to the next one. Bruce Levering says, not rigged, I've won 3 times. Bruce Levering actually did win 3 times. 2 of his wins were when the populations were quite a bit lower, but he did actually win 3 times. That's very true. No one in history has ever won 3 times. Bro, he's gonna be so mad if he's not here. This is why I say don't leave. This is exactly why I decided to start doing these at the midway point. To teach you a lesson. Hold on, John. Do I know when the Excalibur will be shipping? Pretty soon. Pretty quick. Within a month, I believe. If this is you, speak up. I'm giving him until 7:22. Has anybody seen him? I've seen him comment before. I've definitely seen this guy comment before. Well, I think a lot of the people who say rigged are just trolling. Like, they're just screwing around. I don't see him. RIP. Yeah, might be. He's got till 7:22. Gotta make it fair. I say in the entry video, you have 2 minutes. He pooping? He pooping? Dang, this is the longest minute of my life. I keep checking the thing down below. $7.22. Sorry, dude. Time to move on. The actual winner. Meechum X1C. Good luck, everyone. What is this? It's a spaceman dancing on a big cigar. Should be pretty easy to find. I like these logos because it makes it, a lot easier to figure out who's, actually here. Where? Yeah, he's right there. I see him. Crimson. He's right there. Congrats! You won! Because the other guy wasn't here. Email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name and your shipping information. Again, very important. Your first and last name and your shipping information. And the knife that you won, which again was the Hansen. This is yours. Don't worry if I don't email you back until Friday of next week. That's when I do the shipping, all right? You'll get tracking, all of that. You'll get the box. Thank you, Blade Binge, for sponsoring tonight's live stream. Blade Binge, links in the description. Seriously, check out Blade Binge. You're doing yourself a favor. Check it out. Yeah, I put some Gatorades in the freezer because these are really warm tonight. So hold on. Much better. Much better. These are frosty. Oh my gosh. Gotta stay hydrated. Is Poopy Pablo here? The legendary Poopy Pablo. What flavor Gatorade? Michelob Ultra flavored Gatorade. Because I'm trying to watch my figure. Junior says, thanks for all the awesome videos. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me do what I do for a living. I'll keep doing it until you guys get tired of it. We got almost 1,000 people in here in May. Thank you. Nice Fast, what's up? Casey is here. Hey, MC, long time no see. Hope all is well. It is. It's going well. Actually, I just got a knife that you designed. You'll see it unboxed here very soon. Spoiler alert, it's really good. No surprise there. This is a little bit of lore between me and Casey. His very first design, I was not a big fan of. And every single design that he has come out with, henceforth, has been excellent. This is the honest truth. I've talked with Casey about this. Well, at least, maybe not his first design. The first knife that I got, I was kind of like, eh. But every single one after that, it's just like, you know, sometimes, like, I'm not saying, like, if I think it's good or bad, like, that determines it. But it just seems like he found his groove and just was, like, just started making bangers every single time. Every single time, like, from that point forward. He got the aesthetic where I felt like it was really nice, but still, like, his design, like, it was still his thing. But it just made a lot more sense. It looked a lot better. Functionally, it got better. Everything from that point forward. I appreciate you being cool about that. People were really on me for it. But he was super nice about it. So thank you, Casey, for being awesome. Yeah, it is the downdraft, and the downdraft is awesome. I'm just going to let you guys know. It's really good. He knows. He knows I'm always going to tell him the truth, too. I would expect him to do the same if my knife came across his table and he was like, this is shit-town poo-poo surprise, super camel diarrhea 9001. I'd be like, all right, well, that's what he thinks. Like, you got to respect him. People don't like certain things, you know? It's all super subjective. That watch my channel, no, I always tell the truth. Often don't like stuff, so it's all good. Yeah, I mean, like, if you handle enough stuff, as I'm sure he does, if you handle tons of stuff, you're gonna come across stuff that you don't like. And even when it's, like, designed by, like, prominent members of the community, it's important. Like, all of my buddies, like, everybody thought that, like, when I passed my knife around, it was a big ad campaign. All of my buddies said the same thing about my pocket clip. They were like, I don't like the clip. And everybody just glossed over that. They were right. It was the biggest complaint. And I didn't like the clip either. But people just, they only saw it as an ad campaign. And I was like, dude, everybody's pointing out the same flaw. Even the other reviewers are like, yeah, the clip's not good. Happy birthday. You're getting closer. Clock's right twice a day. You guys are getting closer to my birthday. I'll be 38. Oh, TikTok community leaving. I'm ancient. What's in my pocket? Well, truthfully tonight, what was in my pocket was my own knife. The Excalibur. Which sees a lot of use. I use this knife a lot. I love using this knife. Absolutely. Especially with the new clip. If you order this, which the you know, you can order, it's in the description, you can order it. It does come with a new clip now. Night and day. I don't look a day over 37. Oh, thanks. I know a lot of you guys are older, but a lot of my audience is in their 20s. Type 1 if you're in your 20s. Let's see how many people in the live stream in their 20s. See? See, I'm still cool, kinda. I don't care what age you are. I am not like trying to, you know, figure out where I am on the cool spectrum by the age range. There's a 35-year average gap in my viewers. One thing's for certain, and 98.5% of you are male. That is definitely true. We got a 101-year-old in here. That's amazing. You use the computer and everything. That's great. we need ladies. Well, I mean, like, you have to think, like, there are women who like knives. Obviously, there are. But the algorithm does not serve this content typically to the female demographic. They might be interested, but we're not typically, like, this community is not typically on their radar, and it's because they have lots of different interests. Now, as time progresses, I think the female population will probably go up, but there are definitely, I mean, we have plenty of women, like, in my own viewing audience who are absolutely dedicated to this community. Stacy from Bolstered Blades, for example, who made all of the plates and everything, like, yeah, she's super into it, and she's been here for years. I don't really care what the percentage is, as long as people are enjoying my content. I honestly don't care who you are or what, like, whatever your background is. I don't really care. If you like knives, we have something in common. No, I understood that joke, Mark. Thank you. I was just, like... Don't make me explain why I thought that was funny. That's super not cool. That's not something a 38-year-old YouTuber would do. Your mom's a woman? Good for her. That's cool. I would love to win new knife collector button smash. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Relentless audits. 1,000 people in here at 7:30. I appreciate that. It's gonna go pretty typical, it seems like. So we are gonna draw for the pouches fairly soon. If you're new, what does he mean, the pouches? So I always start with a batch of 20. Think of it like Pokemon cards. I preload a batch of identical pouches. After we've drawn a whole batch, I preload 20 new pouches that look identical. You can't see what's in them. They could have anywhere from a $40 knife in them all the way up to a $250 knife, sometimes a $300 knife in there. At the end, I draw 2 winners. And each winner, there's Stacy right there. What's up? I draw 2 winners. They get to pick 2. Whatever you get, that's what you get. But I always make sure that there's at least a few mega bombers in there. So, as we're whittling it down tonight, though, if your name is drawn, given that the past drawings did not include the premium knives, you are far more likely to get a premium knife tonight if you win. In fact, you're pretty likely to draw 2 premium knives back to back. Mega bombers, is that not a thing? Is that not a thing that cool young people say? Mega bomber? Do you ever feature custom knife makers or bladesmiths? I mean, like, I've kind of messed around with that in the past, and, like, people kind of enjoy that, you know? But, like, I feel like the best way to feature a knife maker and his work is to simply showcase it in an unboxing. It's the difference between 2,000 views and 20,000 views. And if I can expose that many people to their work in a way that people want to digest, I would prefer that more people are watching. So the standard way to showcase, like, somebody's work on this channel is to simply unbox it. That's the way you guys like to see it. You guys like to watch me react to it initially. And that does far more for the knife maker than 2,000 views on an interview, you know? Do you have a recommended knife to gift someone? Yes, the QSP Penguin. The QSP Penguin is the knife to gift somebody. That is the most straightforward, simple, high-quality, utilitarian knife that doesn't cost very much. It's $32. QSP Penguin. That's the way to go. Or you can look through Miguron. Miguron, like pretty much anything they sell, is going to be right around 40 to 45 bucks, like on the low end, and that's a great brand. Send Cut Serene budget. You'll have a bunch of recommendations from chat, and they're all going to be right for the most part. Absolutely love your channel. Thank you. Hey, Relentless Audits also donating. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Not Kaiser. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff in Kaiser's line too, but the problem is that Kaiser's low end tends to be about $20 higher on the average. So if you're looking for a gift, typically people are looking to not spend a ton of money, especially when they're buying a knife for somebody who's presumably not a knife person. So they're going to beat it up. QSP Penguin. It's a lot harder to break the tip on a Penguin because of the blade shape. Shout out to my wife for making my birthday a... Gone fishing. Awesome. Thanks for your donation. Sever7, what's up, man? Shout out to Crescent Edges for his dope designs. Yes. Absolutely amazing. Wish you could watch more often. Tip from myself and the knife community. Take more poop breaks at work. I'm the #1 most preferred knife content creator to watch while you're taking a shit. I mean poop. Sorry if you have little ones watching. I know that's what you guys are doing. In fact, there's a huge chunk of you right now who feel kind of called out. You're on the porcelain throne right now. Just having some personal time, and I'm making it a little awkward for you, even though no one can see you. No one can see you, but we all know where you are. We all know where you are. It's all right. Raise your hand. Don't be ashamed. We all do it. When will the DLC Excalibur be back in stock? I would venture to guess within a month. Tonight the music seems so loud. All right. I kind of agree. I'll tone it down a little bit. How's that? Sorry, I feel like I'm yelling over it. Nathan Winter, not ashamed, raising his hand. He says, that's where I'm at. Look at all these poopers. Technically, you guys are all party poopers. God, that was the worst joke I've ever... That was the dumbest, most shit-ass, excuse the pun, the worst joke. Look at all these poopers. Alright. I keep making jokes like that, and the algorithm is going to think that, like, my channel is weird, you know? I'm just making dad jokes. I'm just making dad jokes. I've got kids. I make jokes like that. Of course, like, my kids are at the age where that word is the funniest thing they've ever heard. On the way to school. Everything. And they say the most ridiculous stuff. Like, I'll just be driving, trying to be silent, and one of them will be like, what if that truck in front of us just sped off and it farted? And they think it's the funniest thing in the whole world. Like, what? I have so many questions. What do you mean? It's an automobile. Like, it's not a joke. You force the word fart in there for your own entertainment. If farts are funny, but it's like, man, you gotta, like, there has to be like a build up, and there's gotta be a punchline. There has to be a pun. It's gotta, like, you gotta work it out first. Micron will be represented for the first time at Blade Show this year at the TACCOM booth number 851. I'll be working the booth all weekend. That's awesome. Good. I'm glad that they are, because they absolutely deserve to be represented there. Very cool. So check out BEDC there. Thanks for your donation. Whoa! Very kind donation. Zachary Coolbot. MC, I just realized that dude was still trolling on your post with the Alchem. What an empty and sad way for someone to waste their time, which is a person's most valuable resource, because you're not getting any of it back. I did not know anybody was trolling. Can somebody fill me in on this? I appreciate that donation. That's very cool. What was happening? What was he trolling? What was he saying? Who was it? I didn't even see it. You do not want to see my Pokemon card collection. It'll make you sick. It'll make you sick, because the realization of what I spent on it it'll make you sick. What was he saying? Old post? I have to read the comment again. On my post with the Alchem. You mean like on TikTok or on Instagram? I wasn't even aware of it. Maybe did I respond to it? I don't even know. sold some old Pokemon cards and made $750. My collection went way up in value for a bit, and then it dipped a little bit, but it's still up. So I'm just gonna hold on to it. I don't ever sell anything. I bought a bunch of PSA 10s, and I'm just gonna sit on them. So here's why you can't see the Pokemon card collection. It's because it's the equivalent of their Pelican 1450s. And I have 3 of them full of PSA 10s. So they're huge. They're all sealed away, and they're not down here in my office. That's why. There's no room on the table. I own a lot of PSA 10s. Show one card, you coward. Why don't you sit right there? I'll show a card. You sit. I'll show one card. And I'm also going to go pee. So wait a second. All right, so I've got some older cards, but I really like the newer cards. So some of my favorite art on the newer cards, like these are 3 of my favorites that are all on PSA 10, like of the newer stuff. And obviously, like if you know what you're looking at, like there's some decent ones, especially the Giratina. But yeah. So there you go. So there's 3. Where do we even put these? There we go. Dork. You're in here watching a knife collector live stream. Pokemon cards and knives are the same thing. They're the same thing. Look at the table. My 3 biggest things are knives, watches, and Pokemon cards. They are exactly the same. Anybody who understands the psychology of what I'm saying, if you're into the collector enthusiast territory of pocket knives, there are more similarities than there are differences. It's hard for some people to admit, but that's absolutely true. Do I expect a return on the knives? No. Will I get a return on the knives after the channel's all said and done? Yeah, probably. But no, like while I'm creating content, no, that's not the goal. The goal is to collect and share my journey with everyone. At the same time, use this knowledge to share with the community and give them honest feedback on the stuff that I touch, because I have the luxury of touching more stuff than nearly everyone on the planet. So the service that I try to do for my community, considering they put me in this position, is to share my honest opinion so that people don't feel like they're spending a bunch of money on something that they might not actually enjoy. You like watching me touch stuff? I refuse to get into Pokemon cards because then I'd be completely broke, despite the loving Pokemon cards so much. I watched a little kid open a God Pack. Did you guys see the security or the surveillance footage of the kid, like his dad in the army uniform and the clerk at the card store? They were talking about, like, can you imagine, like, opening a God Pack? That'd be so crazy. And in the background, the kid, the son of the guy in the uniform, it's like opening a pack and he goes, oh, God Pack! And he becomes so emotionally overwhelmed, he starts crying. For anybody who doesn't understand, you're talking $4,000 bare minimum. $4,000. And like, assuming that you're going to get at least one PSA 10 in that group, it could easily be more than that. So that's a realistic thing. Like, the kid opened a pack and immediately it was $4,000. Freaked out. Poor kid. Started crying and everything. Kid had to be maybe 11. It's absolutely gambling. Put the gloves on, I dare you. Alright. You guys love my Amazon gauntlets. Dropping a gauntlet on the... Pretty cool. Probably not made very well, but very fun. My kids love these. I wouldn't... Even if they are not made very well, I would not want to take a haymaker to the face in these gloves. Like, there's definitely, like... That's a lot. That's just a nasty amount of steel. You know? Oh, they're greasy. Armored Fingers, that was my stripper name. What's your least favorite on the table? Interesting question before we actually draw for the final prize. Oh, it's 7:47. We got to get this going, guys. So my least favorite on the table. I'm going to pick these cards up real quick. They're safe, but we're going to move them. Well, probably this. The new Spyderco, which is... Hold on. Let me get the box. This is on loan from E-Knives. The Pits, too, in M398. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't love double detent knives. Like, it's fine, and I get, like, if you live in an area where a locking knife is not legal, then you might really like this. But for me, somebody who lives... I live in Kansas. I can carry pretty much whatever I want. Honestly, if a company came out with an automatic sword tomorrow, we have no laws that prohibit any civilian from carrying an automatic sword. Not that I know of. But, you know, it's probably my least favorite. It's not that it's bad. It's just that I don't have much of a use for it. Okay, guys. We have a lot of stuff to put away, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna get the pouches out and set them on top, because that's a waste of time. We're going to just do... Yeah, it's fine. Just set them down there. We'll do 4 on the left, and we'll do 4 on the right on top of roughly 20 grand worth of knives. Okay? Hey, I'm just curious. How many... Can you type 1 if you're in here from TikTok? If you found me through TikTok, can you type 1 real quick? I'm just curious. I figured we'd have a couple of visitors, but not a ton. 1. Not a ton. We have to find a better way to do that. Still primarily just regular YouTube tonight. I've only counted a few people. Yeah. Okay, well, thanks for being here. I gotta find a better way to promote on TikTok. I mean, like, I've got 200,000 followers on TikTok, and they like to watch the content there. There's hundreds of thousands of views on some of those videos, millions in some cases. But they don't find their way to live streams, and I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of people who would enjoy it. But anyways, just curious. It's probably like somebody said earlier, like the TikTok crowd doesn't want to admit they're from TikTok. Oh, it's not a trap. I'm not going to make fun of you. Okay. First winner. Refresh the page. There it is right there. Filters on. Let's get the comments. Oh, damn it. It's a good thing there's a case on everything. Can we get it to... There we go. I want to set it right on top. There, we're balanced there. 1,259 people. Much better odds in May. Much better odds in May. First winner tonight is John Rick 7277. Look at that guy. He looks super happy. I can't really tell. He looks happy. Wow, it's finally my turn. Thanks, MC. Ah, he's going to love that that's his comment. If he's here. I feel like I saw him earlier. I feel like he was in chat earlier. Gotta be here. To be here and to have commented in. There he is. He's here. John, you got 2 groups of 4 to pick from. You can pick 2 knives from one group. Give me 2 numbers, 1 through 4, or say I want 2 from the left side. Everybody else slow down in chat so he can talk. Just give me 2 numbers and be specific from where you want me to pull from. Still one more winner to be drawn after him. He's thinking. Two first row, 2 second row. 2 and 2. We got 1 light one and 1 heavy one. Put the heavy one right there. What's the light one? Oh, does it have a, yeah, there's a little note in it. Probably because it's too big to fit in the pouch. Fix drop bear, 1 second. Well, that's not it. Is that it? Yes, it is. This actually is a super nice budget EDC fixed blade. Just the perfect size. This is the exact type of fixed blade that I would carry. Molly clip, right? Kydex sheath. You have, I believe, D2, Ozo design, OD Green G10. Perfect little fixed blade EDC. So that's yours. What's the other one? Much heavier. Much heavier here. It's a premium! I told you. This is the... What is this one? It's the one with the... It's the Remet button operated... the liner lock. Right there. What the heck is this one? M390 titanium. Falcon. Yep, RT Falcon from Remet. Very nice. Roughly 200, maybe a little more. Congratulations. Told you. Email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name and your shipping information. Please be sure to include the 2 knives that you won and your name. A lot of people forget their name, so I always have to email you back. Congrats. Those are yours. They'll be placed off to the side here. Come on, pouches, work with me. All right. Oh yeah, the fixed blade comes with like tweezers and a pick or whatever, so I'll make sure that that's there. Where's the iPad? Here it is. Second winner. I'm just gonna hold it. SD420. Thanks, MC. Here he is, right there. Great picture for YouTube. Excellent. SD420. That's who we're looking for. Where you at? Where you at? We gotta find him. Yeah, he says, yeah, I'm here. Excellent. There he is right there. Pick two. Two from the left, two from the right, or one from each group. Slow down, chat. Let's see what he wants. Let's see what he wants. One left, three right. One left, three right. Okay? Put this one right here in the middle. Hey! Another premium. The Concept Orion in S35EN in titanium. This is the one that has the milled blade, which is very, very cool. Polished titanium, blue ano. Nice clip point there. Super nice action. You will definitely love that knife. Very, very cool. So that's yours. I'm going to put that back in the pouch and off to the side. Second one. A little lighter. Oh, that's the Paul Munko. What is this one? This is the Mini Mystic and Nitro V, but you have the clear, what is the special acrylic? Can't remember. And then this is actually aluminum. Very, very cool. Very unique looking knife. But I believe that's Munko. Does it say right there? Yeah, Munko. Wrong knife? Well, that just means he gets a bonus knife then. That just means he gets a bonus knife. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you pick which one. Did I say three? Oh, he said three right, didn't he? He said three? So here's what I'm going to do. So this is what I do when we mess up. He's going to get the two that he drew, and I'm going to give him the one that I said he was going to draw, and then automatically I'm going to replace that pouch with a premium knife so that everybody benefits. Is that fair? So for the final drawing, there's one additional premium knife now, but he gets this knife as well because it's my fault. My bad. My bad. What did you get? Good Lord! Titanium. Is this the big boy? 14C28N and titanium frame lock. It's one of those that's like meant for areas where it's not legal to have a knife that has like one-handed deployment. This thing is gigantic. So in areas where it's legal to carry a big locking knife, but not a knife that deploys with one hand. So that's what this is. You can still very easily open this with one hand, by the way, but you'll get that knife too. So there you go. You got three tonight. The final knife for next week's drawing will be a premium knife. I'll promise you that. I'll just, you know what? We'll just do it. We'll just do it live. I'll just show you what's going to be in there. Let's find something special to put in there, huh? Should we do that together? Hold on. What do we got? Ooh, that's a big one. Good Lord, that's a big old boy. Hold on here. Oh, perfect. That's perfect. Is that it? Yeah. Oh, you guys will love this. You'll love this. This will make everybody happy. So this is a very expensive knife. How about the WE 702 11? That's an integral. I believe these are 360 bucks. So for next week, this bad boy will be included in the pouches. I'll be sure to mix those up. If I screw up, you guys benefit every time. So, don't miss. If you want that knife, don't miss next week's giveaway. I think the majority, you know what? I'm going to look at what's in here off camera. Hold on. Oh, God, yeah, that first one's great. What's this one? Yeah, that one's okay. Oh, my Lord, yeah. Okay, so there's three premiums left and one that's all right. I might just make them all premium just like I usually do. But yeah, there's good stuff in there. Don't mix them up. They're definitely going to be mixed up. Next week's live stream, you're not going to want to miss that because you're basically guaranteed. I'll make it so that you're guaranteed 2 premiums. In fact, that's my promise. I'll remove the knife that's just okay. And we'll do... Oh, yeah. Oh, geez. To the most recent winner, please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and the 3 knives that you won. You got lucky because I messed up. You got 3 knives. Make sure you get me that information. My promise to you guys is next week for the final 4 in the pouches, I will make sure all 4 of them are premium knives. All right, he got it. Good deal. Put those over here. There we go. I know people are worried I'm setting stuff down on not like those pouches, like the tips of them. They're padded. They're padded, so touching stuff like it doesn't matter. It's not gonna hurt it. Titanium, zirconium, it's not gonna hurt it. I saw chat when I was laying those things down and people were freaking out. Give the okay one now. No, 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 no. We don't overdo it. I'm stockpiling to go back to the collection giveaways. Do you guys remember the live streams that I did where I was giving away like entire collections of pocket knives? I'm stockpiling knives so that we can go back to that. And like I'll do another round of those during the summer because I have a massive pile of stuff saved up. So eventually we'll go back. Like when I have too many knives to do the pouches, usually like as we get into fall, like I said summer, but probably closer to fall. Once we get there and I've got so many knives I can't do the pouches, then we'll start giving away 8, 9, 10 knives to, one person. The OK one was the Olight stuff where they claimed like super aluminum or whatever. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I wasn't a big fan of that one. So I'd rather just replace it and give somebody something better. Inside info on restocking the porcupine, I have no idea. They don't tell me stuff like that. I know they plan to make more. Give away a TSA knife. So here's what I'll do, because it creates more work for me to ship them out individually. Once I have a way to clean all of these, I will give them away as a bonus. I'll probably do separate pouches that are all TSA knives. And then say like, if you won, like you can pick from a TSA pouch group. And then you just get that as a bonus. Because, like, it's fun to draw the TSA knives, but imagine you finally win and you draw 2 TSA knives. Nobody wants that. I want people to get good knives and then get a crap knife as a bonus. You want me to do a special, like, TSA knives only giveaway? I don't feel like many people would watch, I feel like people wouldn't watch that as much. Maybe they would, I don't know. I know people like they enjoy the novelty idea of it, but realistically, like that's not gonna draw an audience of 1,000 people. The reason that these live streams typically have over 1,000 viewers is because there's a chance to win something good, you know? Yeah, exactly. You probably skip it. TSA knives as a bonus is a better idea. It'd be the only time you'd win. I'm late. Miss you, buddy. What's up, Lucifer? There he is. That's the gentleman that. Hey, hope all's well. It's going great. Lucifer, do you still have that DLC Hinder Auto? I'm sure by now you've sold it. I'm just curious. Yeah, you do. Would you still sell it to me? I mean, I still want it. I'm in the same position I was the first time I asked about it. I just spent a bunch of money, but I'm still interested in it. You still have it, okay? Yeah, sure. Why not? All right, we'll talk some more. I keep acting like I'm ready to go, and every time we talk, I'm just like I'm kind of on the fence about being ready. What I would do if I were to incorporate the TSA stuff is either do a separate group of pouches that contain only PSA knives, and I would say as a bonus you get to pick one. And what I would do is tuck notes inside of random pouches. And so like if you won, you'd get the knife that's in the pouch, but plus if you drew one with the bonus TSA, then I'd let you do a third drawing. That's how I do it, just to make it fun. They keep all the good knives? No kidding. Yeah, we know. But the whole purpose of doing the TSA knife content on this channel is not to find something good. It's for the general entertainment. I buy those boxes knowing they're full of crap. And the people who watch know that I'm going to be looking through crap. It's just for fun. That's the fun of it. It's because they're funny. Junky knives are hilarious. Oh, he says I know. All right, my bad, Rick. My bad, Rick. You don't get how to participate. It's all right if you're new. Like I get it. So this big square in the middle that says how to enter, link in the description. So there's a link in the description that says enter here, and during the time where I was giving away knives, you would have opened the description and clicked on the link that says enter here. It's in all caps. And then you would click on that link and you'd leave a comment under that video, which is unlisted on purpose to keep all the comments in one place. The idea though is to be here during the time of the stream. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I'm just giving you the information so that next time you have it. You want to be here during the stream, enter, and then be here when I draw, because if your name is drawn and you're here, then you can win it. But if you're not here, then we move on to the next person. Look up the Koenig Xenon. I need your reaction. Okay, I'll look it up right now. What? No. What? What? Hold on. Is that's real? That's wild. Is it the thing with the thumb stuff that's in the cutting path? I mean, it's weird. It's wild. That's not what I was expecting to see. Wow. Is it big? If I got caught with my knife by the TSA, I would have to miss my flight. I mean, I kind of agree with you there. All right. Hey, let's do... Oh, I have free memberships. Oh, you're lucky. We're going to do 20 total tonight. 10 I'm going to pay for, and 10 are paid for by YouTube. There's 5. And here's 5 more. And let's do another 10 from me. You'll know if you all of a sudden have a little helmet beside your name in chat and you all of a sudden have access to the emojis, the Excalibur emojis, which are a bunch of swords and axes and stuff, then you are a member for free for 1 month. You can choose to renew that membership if you want, or you can not do it, but you are a member for a month. If you choose to maintain your membership, it will stay. Did I not post my Patreon this entire time? I guess not. Well, whatever. There's Patreon. If you want to join my Patreon, there's actually here for the few remaining people. Give me a sec. So I still have knife sales to do. If you want to join Patreon, this is legitimately a good time. I usually do this during the stream, but on Patreon right now, we now do triple giveaways for different tiers. So if you join Patreon at the $1 tier, you gain access to 1 monthly giveaway, which is always a premium knife. $3 tier, you gain access to 2 giveaways a month, which are both premium knives. $5 tier and up, 3 giveaways, all premium knives. Also, we're doing knife sales. You'll be able to get your hands on stuff at anywhere from 30 to 50% off. Usually some pretty awesome stuff. You also gain access to my private Discord. You also gain access to Patreon Buy Sell Trade. Once a week exclusive content. Pretty good place. We have a lot of members. It's a good time. Your odds are better for winning. Link at the top of chat if you want to join my Patreon. It does support the channel. What will I use your money for? I will buy knives for content. Oftentimes, those knives get turned around and sold on Patreon for, 30, 40, 50% off. So it's content creation, supports the channel, and you get a lot of benefits for not a lot of money. What's the name of that big knife? It's the PMP Big Boy XL. Tools for Gents is where you want to look. I believe, yeah, Big Boy XL, and it's a Midgard's Messer collab. I think you'll find it on Tools for Gents. 14 T28N, full flat grind nearly, little swedge up top. And then it's like a, I don't know what you call the texturing. Nice knife. It's a flipper tab, but you can open it with one hand. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for participating. Congrats to the winners. Thanks to my patrons. Thanks to my subscribers. Thanks to my followers on TikTok, my followers on Instagram. You guys are wonderful. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.